Every day we make hundreds of choices from the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed. But what if I told you that the more choices we make, the worse our decisions become? This is no coincidence, it's science. Welcome to the Untold X, where we uncover the hidden forces that shape our minds and behaviors today. We're diving deep into decision fatigue, what it is, how it quietly sabotages our lives, and what you can do to take back control. Have you ever felt mentally drained after a long day of making choices? From the moment we wake up, we're bombarded with decisions. What to eat for breakfast? What to wear to work? Should I hit the snooze button? Each decision, no matter how small, chips away at our mental energy. This exhaustion, my friends, is what we call decision fatigue. Think of your brain as a muscle. Just like your muscles get tired after a workout, so does your brain. Making too many decisions can leave you feeling mentally drained and overwhelmed. This is because decision-making is a complex cognitive process that requires a lot of brain power. Decision fatigue doesn't discriminate. It affects everyone, from CEOs to students, parents to artists. When we experience decision fatigue, the quality of our decisions suffers. We're more likely to make impulsive choices, opt for the easiest option, or avoid making a decision altogether. So the next time you're feeling mentally spent after a day of decision-making, remember that you're not alone. It's a real phenomenon with real consequences. But fear not, for there are ways to combat this decision fatigue. Let's delve deeper into the science behind decision fatigue. Our brain, while incredibly powerful, has its limits. Every decision we make, whether big or small, consumes precious cognitive resources. Imagine your brain has a limited supply of mental energy. Each decision depletes this energy reserve. As our mental energy dwindles, so does our ability to make sound judgments. This depletion of cognitive resources is not merely a figure of speech, it has a physiological basis. Studies have shown that prolonged decision-making leads to changes in brain activity. Specifically, the prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for higher-order thinking and decision-making, shows decreased activity. Imagine your prefrontal cortex as the CEO of your brain. It's the executive center responsible for planning, complex behavior, decision-making, and working memory. This brain region helps us weigh potential consequences, make sound judgments, and control our impulses. However, even the most capable CEO can get overwhelmed with an excessive workload. When we're bombarded with decisions, our prefrontal cortex goes into overdrive. It's like asking your CEO to manage every single task in the company, from negotiating deals to ordering office supplies. As the prefrontal cortex gets overworked, it becomes less efficient. This leads to a decline in our decision-making abilities. We become more prone to errors in judgment, impulsive choices, and procrastination. Our brains, those 3-pound universes inside our heads, are hungry organs. They consume a surprising amount of energy, about 20% of our body's total energy consumption. And what's their primary fuel source? Glucose, a type of sugar. When we make decisions, our brains burn through glucose like a car engine guzzles gas. As our glucose levels decline, so does our mental stamina. This is why you might find yourself reaching for sugary snacks when faced with a mentally demanding task. However, relying on sugar rushes for a cognitive boost is like putting low-grade fuel in a high-performance car. It might provide a temporary pick-me-up, but can ultimately lead to crashes and burnouts. Signs your brain needs a break. Now, how can you tell if you're experiencing decision fatigue? Well, our bodies have a clever way of letting us know when our brains need a break. Here are some telltale signs. Irritability. Do you find yourself snapping at your loved ones or getting easily frustrated over minor inconveniences? Decision fatigue might be the culprit. Indecisiveness. Struggling to choose between options, even simple ones. Decision fatigue can make even the smallest decisions feel monumental. Procrastination. Putting off important tasks. When you're mentally drained, even starting a task can feel overwhelming. Impulsivity. Reaching for that extra slice of cake or making a rash purchase. Decision fatigue can weaken our self-control. prioritize, and conquer. So how do we combat this decision fatigue? Fear not, for there are strategies we can employ to conserve our mental energy and make better choices. One effective strategy is to prioritize our decisions. Not all decisions are created equal. Some have a greater impact on our lives than others. Identify the most crucial decisions and tackle those when your mental energy is high, typically earlier in the day. Delegate decisions whenever possible. If you have a trusted colleague, friend, or family member, don't hesitate to ask for their input or even entrust them with making certain decisions. The power of less. In today's world of abundant choices, we're constantly bombarded with options. From endless streaming services to a dizzying array of products at the grocery store, the sheer number of choices can be mentally draining. Embrace the power of simplification. Reduce the number of decisions you need to make on a daily basis by limiting your options. Create a capsule wardrobe to streamline your morning routine. Stick to a regular grocery list. By reducing the number of choices we face, we free up mental energy for the decisions that truly matter. Time for a recharge. Just like our smartphones need recharging, so do our brains. Regular breaks aren't a luxury, they're essential for maintaining our cognitive function. Step away from your work, engage in activities you enjoy, and give your prefrontal cortex a chance to rest and recover. Even a short break can make a world of difference. Remember, our brains are not designed for constant stimulation and decision-making. Give them the downtime they need to function optimally. Mindfulness and automation tools for a clearer mind. Mindfulness practices such as meditation can help us become more aware of our thought patterns and improve our focus. By training our minds to stay present, we can reduce mental clutter and make better decisions. Embrace the power of automation. In today's digital age, there are countless tools and technologies that can automate routine tasks. From setting bill payments to scheduling social media posts, automation can free up our mental bandwidth for more critical decisions. Remember, our brains are remarkable organs, but they need our care and attention to function at their best. By understanding the science behind decision fatigue and implementing strategies to combat it, we can make wiser choices, reduce stress, and live more fulfilling lives. Decision fatigue may be invisible, but its impact is real. The good news, with the right strategies, you can reduce mental clutter and make smarter, healthier choices every single day. If you found value in this episode of The Untold X, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss the stories that science forgets to tell. Until next time. Stay curious, stay empowered,